Hey, everybody. Hey, I am so excited to be back with Team Talk Live. And today we're just going to be here just for a short time to say hello and welcome back. My name is Ann Dillard, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I work primarily with healing the mother-daughter relationship and the host of Teen Talk Live. Now, we took the summer off and now we are back serving you on Teen Talk Live, sharing lots of good information. Now, today, my guests I had to reschedule because of conflict with traveling. And I have been traveling this weekend, and it it was such an amazing travel experience. So I'm just telling you a little bit about it. This weekend I had the opportunity to attend the Diversity in Parenting Conference, and that was in where was I? California, Orange County, California. And it was such a great experience. Got a chance to meet lots of colleagues that I've been connected to on Facebook for a few years, and just to meet them in person. This conference, I've never been to one like this, where we talked about all different types of diversity in parenting, in the parenting structure. So at this conference, I got a chance to do a workshop, which I was super excited about. And that workshop was I Love My Daughter, but it was well attended. We had quite a bit of engagement. But one of the things that the participants said that they really appreciated about the workshop was when we talked about the mother-daughter, different types of mother-daughter relationships. So I decided to share just a few of those with you today. So I'm gonna share my screen a little bit, and let's see if I can pull this up. So this is what I shared with our participants in that workshop. So we talked about types of mother-daughter relationships. I'm gonna try to figure out how to see my screen because I'm not able to see you right now. Just a little technical difficulty here. Just bear with me for a second. Let me try to see who's on and to see if you have any questions while I talk about this for a few minutes. All right, so pull it up on my phone. Hey, 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 we've got some viewers. Hey, everybody, thank you for joining. If you have any questions, just drop it in there in the comment section. So again, this was one of the slides from the PowerPoint that I shared at the Diversity in Parenting Conference in LA. It was so amazing. And again, we had lots of participants, and I got a chance to share my mother-daughter conversation cards, and people loved it. We played a game, we showed different ways to use it, and I'll share that on another broadcast. But all right, let's talk about these different types of mother-daughter relationship for a little bit. And I'm not going to cover all of them. I'm just going to cover like 3 or 4 of them. So the role reversal mother-daughter relationship. And as you can imagine, role reversal talks about that's when the daughter takes on the parenting role. Hey, babe, thanks for joining. The daughter takes on the parenting role, and the mother is like almost clueless. So the daughter is in charge. And in therapy, we have a name for that. We call that the parentified child, right? And that you can imagine the different conflicts that would show up in that relationship, because then there are not many boundaries. The daughter is in charge basically, and the mother is clueless. The sisters relationship. when the mother and daughter act like they are sisters. Hey, Francis, thanks for watching. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Jareen, thank you for joining. So the sisters relationship, that's when a lot of times the mother might have given birth to her daughter at a really young age, and in a lot of cases, hey Starla, in a lot of cases her mother might take over the parenting role. And so her and her sister grow up, her and her daughter grow up as sisters. In that kind of relationship, they change, they might share clothes, they might go to parties together, they might even call each other by their first names, because they, in essence, grew up like sisters as opposed to mother and daughter. Another one is the ambitious and the executor. So this relationship is when uh, the mother is trying to live her dreams out through her daughter, right? So she's like, okay, I didn't go to this college, you got to go to that. You got to go to the best college. I didn't do this, you got to do this. And she's her daughter's biggest cheerleader. And so and I'll also drop the link of the article that really corresponds with this slide as well. She's her daughter's biggest cheerleader, so she is pushing her to do things and kind of living life vicariously through her daughter. And then we have the authoritarian and the submissive. Now, this is very similar to the ambitious mother-daughter relationship. But the difference in this one is this is more punitive. It's like, do as I say. You have the daughter hardly has any say so in what she needs to do or how to run her life. She has to get permission from mom, and she looks to mom for permission, and also it makes it hard for her as she grows up and be in relationship to make decisions, right? Hey, Starla and Pam. Hey, Ann, we are here with Pam and the wheelchair. Oh my goodness. I hope things get better. I really, really do, for you, Starla. And then the best friends, which is close to the sister relationship, but this is more like an enmesh relationship where you feel like you have to do everything together. You feel like there's not room for other friendships or healthy relationships outside of your mother-daughter relationship. So the boundaries can really be blurred on that. But then there are some, and when I say this, it's not all inclusive, because there are some relationships where the mom and daughter, they classify each other as best friends. And so I don't think that there is a problem with a mother and daughter being best friends after after they get to a certain stage in life. I think that's really good. But for me, and this is just me, there's no clinical research that I can point to that says this, but I think that there has to be a foundation of hierarchy, love, and respect established, especially in the formative years, before it can evolve to that space. But I do think it's possible. And then there are the strangers, where they don't know each other. They don't have a clue about each other's lives or what each other like. And that's what I like about the mother-daughter conversation cards that I made. Part of it helps mothers and daughters to get to know each other and get to understand a little better about each other. So those cards will really help you to connect, figure out how to connect. And so I'll drop the link for those cards after the broadcast. But then you have the mixed match mother-daughter pair, where it's like, who are you? Whose child are you? I don't know. It's like you almost don't like each other. It's like, who are you really? And we see these relationships play out in different sitcoms or different TV shows. one of the TV shows that I really like to go to look at the different types of relationship, mother-daughter relationships, is Greenleaf. That shows the dynamics of the mother-daughter relationship in so many different on so many different levels, right? Lady May and Gigi and Lady May and Chastity, totally different relationships. uh, and then the narcissist mother-daughter relationship. When you have a narcissistic mother, that's a very difficult relationship to navigate. Um, this is where the mother might appear that she is loving you, but then just when you get close, they withdraw her love. Um, she has to be centered in this relationship, and you have to give all the accommodations. It's like you're totally indebted all the time and made to feel like you can't do anything without her, you can't make any moves without her. And that is a tricky relationship, because you might think it's one way, and then but emotionally it's very damaging. So that's one relationship. And then there's the aligned mother-daughter relationship, where the mother and the daughter, they have a healthy exchange, they have a healthy partnership and mutual respect, and they're able to exercise and show empathy in their relationship. So that makes it a more positively aligned relationship. And it's amazing, because sometimes you might find yourself on the spectrum of these different relationships that I've shared here, and it doesn't have to be that you're primarily one, but I think whatever relationship type might show up in your mother-daughter relationship, the best thing is to make sure that you're working towards a healthy relationship that has healthy boundaries, that has that give and take with a lot of grace and a lot of integrity, that doesn't compromise your values or her values. And I think that as we learn how to do that more, we will see a lot more healthy relationships where both parties feel valued, right? So I just wanted to pop on and say that this was part of what I shared at the Diversity in Parenting Conference in California, Anaheim. That's where I was, Anaheim, California, this week with our guest. Hey, Janae. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Vanessa. Thank you for joining. Hey, Michelle. Thank you for joining. Um, all right, I'm trying to see who else is on, but if you are on, just say hey so that I can see you. The mother-daughter conversation cards, they're up for sale. I'm gonna drop the link on here. It's www.bit.ly/mother with the uppercase M, daughter with the uppercase D, and talk with the uppercase T. I'll drop the link in here in the comment section when I'm done, so you can feel free to get your conversation cards and start working on that relationship. So stay tuned. I'm going to have more information coming up for those of you who were not able to make it to the conference. I'm going to have more information for you on how you can join me on a webinar to go through the materials that I shared at the conference. And it was good. The feedback was so positive. So thank you for popping in. And I want to say thank you to Mercedes for a dynamic conference that she put on this weekend. Wait a minute, I got a question. Is the goal to be in an aligned relationship? Is there a right relationship? That's a really good question. I think that an aligned relationship is a healthy relationship. And I don't know that there is a right relationship. I think I think right is relative, and it depends on the definition or the goal of both parties. And if it's a healthy relationship where both people can thrive in that relationship and not feel like obligated or burdened or disrespected or dismissed, and there is an abundance of empathy and generosity, I think then that's the goal of any mother-daughter relationship or any relationship in general. So that's a really good question. And I don't I would I'm striving for an aligned relationship. And I think people might have different goals, but I think that you'll find the aligned relationship to be more healthy. So, yeah, thank you for that question. If anybody else have any more questions, just drop it in the comment section and I will answer it for you. But like I was saying, Mercedes really gave of a platform for an amazing parenting conference this weekend. And the dates are out for next year's conference. I'm not going to say what it is. I think she's going to announce that really soon. So if you have different parenting challenges or diversity in your parenting style, I think that'll be a really great investment for you. That conference is a really great investment. Hi, Najat. Thank you for joining. So I'm wrapping up, but I just, again, my guest was not feeling well. I'm not feeling the best, just getting back from the West Coast. I'm excited to be home, and I just wanted to pop on and say Teen Talk Live is back, and to share this slide with you from the presentation that I did at the conference. So if you found value in this, feel free to share it, and you can always join my mother-daughter group, which is on Facebook, which is called Building Authentic Mother-Daughter Relationships. And don't forget to get your mother-daughter conversation cards. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining, and see you next time.